Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back once again. Today's story begins with an old woman named Emma, who lives in a house built by her late husband, deep in a snowy forest. Emma's life had lost all meaning the day her husband passed away. Remembering those moments makes her emotional, because today marks exactly 1 year since his death. She has kept his ashes safe all this time, but today, she has decided to finally let them go at his favorite place. She is heading toward a lake, the very place where they first met decades ago. Although the weather is terrible and the lake is now frozen, Emma still sets out, driving her semi-truck, determined to say her final goodbye. Before starting the engine, she places a photo of her and her husband in front of her, then drives off into the white wilderness. Meanwhile, the radio continuously warns everyone that the weather will worsen in the coming days. People are advised not to leave their homes unnecessarily, because venturing out could be dangerous. As Emma drives, the freezing cold begins to affect her truck, with thick snow covering the windshield. Slowly, she keeps moving forward until the visibility becomes too poor to continue. So, she stops her truck and looks around, wondering which direction to go. She unfolds a map, but it looks too complicated. Stepping outside into the biting cold, she tries to understand her surroundings. The snow blanket has covered everything, making it impossible to recognize any landmarks. Suddenly, she hears a strange sound, drawing her attention. Emma follows the sound through the forest, and soon spots an old wooden cottage. Outside, an elderly man is chopping wood. When Emma steps out of her truck, the first thing she notices is blood on the ground. The sight unsettles her, and for a moment, she thinks about turning back. But she needs directions to the lake, so she approaches him. The old man seems startled when he notices Emma. She apologizes for scaring him and asks for directions to the lake. The man replies that the lake lies just beyond the mountain. Emma, still uneasy, asks if he's okay. The man softly says yes, but her eyes are fixed on the blood. Noticing this, he quickly explains, "It's just deer blood." Emma accepts his answer and leaves. Soon, she reaches the frozen lake, the place where she and her husband used to go fishing together. The moment is deeply emotional for her. As she recalls those shining memories, she pulls out the urn containing his ashes, ready to scatter them. Just then, she hears a gunshot echoing through the forest. Startled, she runs behind her truck and hides. Peeking out, she sees a young girl running through the woods, terrified, as if someone is chasing her. Emma is shocked, and before she can react, the same old man appears behind her, pointing a gun. He warns her, "If you move, I'll shoot." The frightened girl is taken back to the cottage with him. Emma, like us, is filled with questions. Who is this girl? What does that man want? Why is he torturing her? What's his purpose? Confused and scared, Emma thinks of calling the police, but there's no signal in this remote, snow-covered area. She packs her things, deciding to leave. But as she drives away, her truck gets stuck in a ditch. Despite trying everything, she can't free it. So, she leaves it behind and continues on foot. Eventually, she reaches the same old man's cottage again. Her instincts tell her to check what's really going on inside. As she hides, she sees the old man driving away somewhere. The perfect chance to investigate. She quietly approaches the door, but it's locked. Then, she spots a small basement window. Peering inside, she sees the same girl, tied up and gagged. Emma tries to talk to her, but the girl can't speak because of the tape over her mouth. Emma realizes the girl is being held captive, though she doesn't know why. The girl, too, seems shocked to see this old woman suddenly appearing out of nowhere to help her. Before Emma can do anything, 2 vehicles pull up outside. One of them carries the old man's wife, holding a gun in her hands. Something bad is clearly about to happen. Emma quickly writes on the glass, "I'll come back for you," and leaves before being seen. Inside, we hear the couple's conversation, and it becomes clear that both of them are equally involved. They're not victims, they're hunters, and tonight, they plan to finish their prey. That means the old man's wife suddenly starts bleeding from her nose. At the same time, her eyes fall on a glove lying nearby. Seeing it, she immediately realizes that someone else has been here, someone who might have seen everything. Then, she notices Emma's written message on the window, confirming her suspicion that someone indeed broke in. She turns to her husband and angrily asks, "Whose glove is this?" He looks puzzled and says, "How would I know? Where did you find it?" She replies, "It was lying outside." Hearing this, the man becomes nervous. He remembers the lady who came earlier asking for directions to the lake. "Maybe it's hers," he says hesitantly. Upon hearing this, his wife, Anna, becomes furious. She realizes that if Emma has told anyone what's happening here, their secret will be exposed, and they could spend the rest of their lives in prison. Enraged, Anna grabs a gun and drags her husband Renaud outside with her to find Emma. Meanwhile, Emma smartly uses an emergency shirt her husband once designed for survival situations. But today, she uses it as bait. Anna and Renaud spot the shirt in the distance, and Renaud moves forward to check it. But as soon as he steps on the soft snow, it collapses beneath him, a trap set by Emma. He screams as he falls into the freezing water. Anna rushes forward to pull him out. Taking advantage of this distraction, Emma sneaks into their house, looking for the basement entrance. She finds it, but it's locked. Without wasting time, she breaks the lock after several tries and goes down. The sight below horrifies her. The basement is a torture chamber. The same girl she had seen earlier is there, chained to the wall. The chains are too strong to break immediately, so Emma assures her, "Don't worry, I'll come back for you." Before leaving, Emma uses her wits. She opens the tap connected to a water pipe, flooding the entire house. Then she soaks all the firewood, knowing that without dry wood, the couple won't be able to light a fire in this freezing cold. As she sneaks out, Anna spots her and starts shooting. One bullet hits Emma's hand, but luckily it's not fatal. She runs through the snow, clutching her wound, and somehow makes it back to her truck. Inside the house, when Anna and Renaud return, they're shocked. The whole place is flooded. Renaud, who had fallen into the icy water earlier, now needs warmth immediately, or he'll freeze to death. But their firewood is soaked, making it impossible to start fire. They have only two options now. Either go outside to find dry wood or wait and hope he survives. But Renaud doesn't have much time. Back at her truck, Emma tends to her wound. As she cleans her hands, she notices something. Her wedding ring is missing. Shocked, she runs back toward the ditch where her truck had gotten stuck earlier, thinking it might have fallen there. But after searching, she can't find it. Heartbroken, she remembers the day her husband proposed to her, placing that very ring on her finger. That moment will forever stay in her heart. Suddenly, she spots Renaud's gun, left behind near the area. She picks it up and makes a vow. No matter what happens, she will save that girl, even if it means sacrificing her own life. Meanwhile, Anna helps her husband into the car so the heater can warm him up. But Renaud weakly tells her he can't go on any longer. His body is going numb. Anna, however, insists they must finish everything by morning, or they'll be in trouble if someone shows up. Back inside the house, she orders her husband, "Take the rest of the supplies and go to the lake. I'll bring the girl." Renaud protests that he's too weak to walk that far, but Anna forces him. Soon, the two of them bring the captive girl outside and put her in the car. As they're about to leave, Renaud suddenly realizes, "Wait, my gun. It's not here." Anna explodes with rage. She slaps him hard and yells, "Just get to the lake now." From this, it becomes clear that Anna has always been the dominant one in their relationship. Whatever is happening, or about to happen, seems to benefit her the most. Poor Renaud drags the heavy sled through the snow toward the lake, struggling to carry out her orders, while Anna watches him coldly from a distance. From a distance, Emma watches Renaud dragging the sled toward the frozen lake. She realizes this is the perfect time to go back to the cottage and rescue the girl, unaware that the girl is no longer inside. When Emma reaches the cottage, she doesn't find the girl. Instead, she decides to treat her wound, using some tools she finds there. Carefully, she removes the bullet from her hand, bandages it, and then goes outside to use Renaud's car radio to call for help. It seems like she might have managed to get a weak connection, but just then, Renaud attacks her from behind. He's weak and injured, and despite trying to overpower her, Emma fights back. During the struggle, she injures his leg, and soon he collapses, begging for his life. He confesses everything. "It's not my fault. My wife, she's mentally unstable. That girl we locked up, she's tried to take her own life many times before. My wife believes that killing her will somehow cure her. That's why she took her to the lake. I'm dying anyway. Please, let me go to a hospital. Feeling pity for him, Emma says, all right, but you'll send the police here first. Only then will I let you leave. He agrees, and, before leaving, hands Emma her wedding ring, which he had found in the cottage. Emma is overjoyed to have it back. However, as Renaud drives away, Anna's car suddenly appears in front of him. Furious, she yells, "What are you doing here? I told you to stay put." Renaud tries to explain that he's injured and heading to the doctor, but Anna doesn't believe him. She accuses him of trying to abandon her. He pleads with her, saying everything she's doing is wrong and that it has to stop. But Anna's rage boils over. She points her gun at her husband, her nose bleeding again, and in a fit of madness, shoots him dead. Meanwhile, Emma pushes her truck into the lake and sets it on fire, hoping the smoke will attract help. Maybe a ranger or rescue team nearby. The plan works. 2 police officers spot the smoke and come toward her. At first, they think she might be the killer, but when Emma starts explaining everything, they rush to the cottage with her. Outside, they find Anna's car, and as the officers approach, Anna ambushes them, shooting them both dead. She then fires at Emma, but Emma quickly hides behind the truck. From there, Emma witnesses something horrifying. Anna shoots her own husband's corpse again in rage. Renaud is now truly gone. Realizing Anna won't stop until everyone's dead, Emma takes aim and shoots Anna in the leg, wounding her. But Anna, driven by fury, gets up again and fires wildly. Emma hides under a wooden plank, but Anna topples it over and shoots her, causing Emma to lose consciousness. In that moment of darkness, Emma remembers her husband, the morning she made him breakfast for the last time, before he passed away from cancer. When Emma regains consciousness, she finds herself back in the basement, beside the chained girl. The first thing she does is free her, and then she asks her name. The girl replies, Mia. Emma and Mia try to escape through the back door, but outside, Anna is waiting. She forces them back inside. Both women are terrified, not knowing what fate awaits them. Emma realizes if Anna wanted them dead, she could have killed them already. So whatever she's planning must be even worse. The next morning, Anna drags them to the lake, where she has set up a tent. Inside, Emma and Mia are horrified to see medical instruments, tools for a liver transplant. They instantly understand what's going to happen. Emma pleads, "Take my liver instead." But Anna coldly replies, "Your body is already too weak. I need a young liver. I want to live forever." She forces Emma to tie Mia down. Emma pretends to comply, but ties her loosely. Anna starts preparing for the surgery, but Emma won't let it happen. She suddenly attacks Anna, dragging her out of the tent. She points the gun at her, but it's empty. No bullets left. Anna, completely insane now, grabs Emma and drags her toward the hole in the ice that she herself had dug earlier. Just then, Mia, having freed herself, emerges from the tent. Emma realizes she no longer has the strength to fight. In a final act of sacrifice, she uses her own handcuffs to lock Anna to herself and jumps into the freezing lake, dragging Anna down with her. As the 2 women sink into the icy depths, Emma finally fulfills her purpose. She releases her husband's ashes into the lake, uniting with him forever. She saves Mia's life, at the cost of her own. Mia watches in tears from above as the lake turns still again. Later, she finds Emma's and her husband's photo, the one Emma had kept close to her heart all these years. Now, Mia holds it close because, to her, Emma was an angel, sent to save her from a place no one else could ever reach. Well, how did you like the story? Let us know in the comments below. See you in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. Peace out.